Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I think I posted a video earlier on about emotional abuse, and I said it could happen in various places. Now this time around we're talking about dealing with emotional abuse in the workplace. Talk to you soon. Now, emotional abusive relationship can really happen anywhere, guys. It could, I said it could happen anywhere. It could happen to either the male, female, man, woman. It does not really matter, because an emotional abusive person usually has more power. So it could be in a position where you have a boss that is actually emotionally abusing you, or it could be there are some actually very calm and very cool bosses that will give the employees so much free space and so much leeway that it will not seem as if the employee is actually emotionally abusing the boss. But in an emotionally abusive relationship, one person has the power while the other person feels as if they have no power. Now I got something online, and it said, I got it from www.eddyplace.com. I think you should check it out. He said, in an emotional abusive relationship, one party will try to control and dominate the other party by using abusive techniques. There becomes a power imbalance in abusive relationships where the abuser has all the power and the victim feels like they have none. However, victims really do have power in this situation to stop the emotional abuse, but it can be difficult. So now I'll be going to how to deal. Please note that these techniques are for dealing with an abusive relationship in a workplace. Now the workplace is a more neutralized environment, especially if it's not a private organization. When I mean private organization, I'm referring to the kind of to a small, let me rephrase, to a small private organization. A small private organization where there is a boss who you're working for, and then maybe just you and one other person. That is a really small private practice. In that kind of situation, if you're emotionally abused, it's really advised for you to really quit from that place, because it's not a neutralized environment. This is something that is obvious this person has so much power. But when you're working in maybe large private firms or even public sectors where there's a neutral ground, you know your boss is actually being I don't want to use the word controlled, but it's actually reporting to a superior, you understand, then it means that there's actually someone for you to report such person is. Work in organizations that have compliance officers, some people that are actually put in place to make sure that emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual harassment don't happen in the workplace. Now if you're in that kind of situations and you're being emotionally abused, these are the various steps that you should put in place, or these are the various steps that you should try to make sure that you begin to enjoy your stay in the workplace. Now, sometimes I understand that it seems easy to want to just live with emotional abuse. Like you want to leave, especially in the workplace. People feel, let me just handle it. After all, it will soon be transferred, it will soon be promoted, it will soon go to a different department. But it's something you really need to handle, even not for yourself, just for other people. Because an emotionally abusive person, you're not very I don't you're not very special to that person. You understand what I mean? It means if you were not there, there will still be someone else this person will still be emotionally abusing, you understand, and it's not everybody that can stand up to them. Now this step is about you standing up and taking back your power from and taking back the power that you always had, because an abuser does not have any power. It just makes you feel that he has that way. He has the power, so you let him get away with stuff. Now you need to know that you need to stand up to him, not just for yourself but for other people, so that other people don't experience the things that you're experiencing. Now number one is you need to understand the abuser. You need to understand number one, that it does not have the power to make you feel that way. You need to understand that even though it's in a workplace and is your boss, is your superior, he has not been placed in that position to make you feel less than your worth, because you're actually employed in that organization for your worth. So if there's someone actually making you feel less than your worth, that is counterproductive for the organization. So you're not employed to make anybody, you're not employed for anybody's ego to become bigger. You're employed because you were meant to add something to that organization. So anybody that is undermining your capabilities, number one, understand him on understand that okay, this person is probably arrogant, proud, and wants to make themselves feel liked or feel acknowledged or feel appreciated over yourself. So they're trying to degrade you and then make people pay attention to themselves. Now these people, it's very easy to find these people in, I think, almost all workplaces. You need to be able to recognize them. People that will say shit to make you feel bad yourself. You know that people, when you say a lot of people are like, what, you let him talk to you that way, you understand? You don't think that so you need to understand, okay, now this person was not employed to this to me, this person does not have that power. The person, that's just the person who the person is. Don't pay too much attention to the background, so you don't start to feel sympathy over the person and let the person keep talking to you that way. Number two is you need to stand up to the abuser. When someone says something to you in the workplace that's absolutely not true, when you give a presentation, anybody says you tried, and other person is actually verbally wounding you for lack of a better word, is practically inflicting pains on you, saying, instead of just a very good comment that, oh, your presentation could be better in this, is saying, no wonder you sleep around, that's why you don't have the time to put in the effort. Or do you understand, when they start taking personal jabs at you in a professional setting, then it becomes an abuse, especially if it's something that you would really take to heart. It's time to stand up to that person. Seek to talk to this person personally, correct them. I don't like when you say this, I don't like you when you say that, because that is not who I am. So please, from now on, don't talk to me that way. Now seek and talk to the person in private, but when it happens again in public, make sure that you stand up for yourself. Do it. It's very easy to stand up for yourself. You don't have to be very ras and very brass about standing up for yourself in public. You be very, very modest and very, very humble, but make sure that your point is being passed across. Sir, please, I'm not that kind of person. I don't know how you got the idea about me, but please keep your comment very professional, because what you just said, I consider it to be very abusive. When you say something like this in a workplace, it's very, especially the presence of other people, is very, very necessary. Even your abuser, even if he does not feel it within, is compelled to offer an apology to you. Now I think one of the other things is that you should find positive ways to interact with the abuser. Now the abuser is someone you'll be spending a lot of time with at the workplace, since you've corrected the person in public. And the abuser, most of the time, in a very, very huge corporation like this, that they know that they have someone they're reporting to, they tend to cut down on the ways they talk down at you. So, but you can't keep that grudge at them, because when you start giving their grudge at them, it might start to affect your relationship and start to give not just them but other people ground and understanding that, oh, what this person said was true. So you need to find positive ways to interact with the abuser. Just talk about very neutral topics like the weather, fruits that you enjoy. Just very talk look for neutral, very, very neutral things to interact with the person about. But while you're interacting with the person, make sure that you watch out for, and make sure that what you're talking about are not things that they could use against you in the future. Number three is that you never support acts of emotional abuse to other people. Don't ever be that kind of person that when people talk down to you, you're the first to be like, I'm sorry, you don't talk to me that way, who do you think you are? No, I don't think that's not who I am. But when the emotional abusing up, you're like, oh my god, oh my god, no, don't mind that, don't mind him, that's what I used to do. You have to take a stand. It's either you're for emotionally abusive people, or you're not for them. So you don't encourage emotional abuse in any way. When you see it being done at the workplace, please make sure that you stand up for it. Even if you don't want to stand up for it for the person, you could talk to the person about standing up for themselves against emotional abuse. Thank you so much, guys, for taking time out to watch this video. Please, if you know someone, or if you think there's anyone that's emotionally being abused, please share this video to them. Let them watch it secretly, or just show it to them. Let them watch it on your phone, so that it's not something the other partner would see, and see they're actually getting up for it, so that they'll be able to get out of that relationship faster. In this type of approach, when you want to help out someone that is emotionally abused, the thief in the night sneak kind of works best. because the other person is unaware and therefore unable to hinder whatever efforts you're doing, which to me is like is very very good. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Please share this video, give it a like, make sure that you've subscribed already, because this channel is all about putting in systems for success in your relationships, in your finances, at your workplace, at even your spiritual growth. This is about having all-round success, and this channel is going to be giving you systems that will make sure that success is a must. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Hope very very soon. Make sure you turn on the notification, because sometimes I upload other than Mondays and Thursdays. Later, guys. Bye.